rhythm.
Before he sneaks out the back door, I wanted to say an extra special thank you to our Piper Robert Mackay. Robert has been with us through the first 11 rounds. He can't be with us through the weekend. He's got a replacement for us. But Robert, thank you very much. You helped make this just a little extra special and truly appreciate it. And announcement, the progressive draw, the winning amount was 1855. I'm not sure if it's been picked up yet, but I wanted to remake the announcement because I wanted you to know that the other half, the 1855 plus $1,000, is being donated to the Christmas cheer. So thank you very much to the host committee. Thank you to all of you who participated in that 1850 progressive because that's a tremendous contribution. And in case that has been picked up, the number is 666-484. 666-484. We've had team sponsors throughout the round robin, and we thank them very much. And now we have some game sponsors to acknowledge as we introduce the teams. On sheet A, our Herbert Fox game sponsor is APM, All Pipe Mechanical. They are sponsoring the game between the East St. Paul team by Tracy Flurry, Coach Sharon Dog, Kristen McCush, Liz Weiss, Selena Evans, and Tracy Flurry from East St. Paul. And their opposition tonight is Darcy Robertson team from the Silverwood Memorial. They are coached by Kathy Boucher, Kristen Karwacki, Aiden Boucher, Laura Burbank, and Darcy Robertson, the skip from the Silverwood Memorial. On sheet B, our game sponsor is Bayer. We thank them as we introduce the new teams from Silverwood Memorial. Caitlin Jones' team, Howard Westall, coach Sarah Oliver, Bob Negative, Abby Ackman, and Caitlin Jones from Silverwood Memorial. Their opposition provided by the team from the Granite Curve Club, skipped by Christy McDonald, coached by Ron Westcott, Vanessa Foster, Laura Westcott, Lindsay Worthington, Elisa Potato, and Christy McDonald, the skip of the Granite team. And our third box game sponsor for the game on sheet C is Darkway Sandhill Electric and Mechanical. Their game features from the Silverwood Memorial, the team skipped by Christy Watman, coached by Jim Watman, Sarah Pike, Emily Robinson, Haley Ryan, and Christy Watman, the skip for the Silverwood Memorial. And their opponents, Manitoba, the Vince Zacharias team, coached by Sheldon Zacharias, Lauren Levine, Emily Zacharias, Harvey Burgess, Mackenzie Zacharias, the team from Altona. Ladies and gentlemen, as some of you were here earlier, I'm going to give you a gentle reminder we're enjoying some wonderful tournament entertainment. But I do want to remind you that we need to help keep these athletes and each other as safe as we can in these weird times. Please wear a mask.
Hello and welcome into the Carberry Plains Community Center, home of the 2022 Scotties Tournament of Hearts presented by Bayer, and we are live the first round of the championship round. I'm Rob Gordon, going to be on the call tonight as we have 3 sheets of action in play. On sheet A, as you heard from Resby Coots, our in-house announcer, we have Team Tracy Flurry sitting at 3-2, facing Team Darcy Robertson 4-1. Over on sheet C, Team Christy Watling, the lone undefeated team, with a 5-0 record, playing Mackenzie Zacharias and her team from Altona. They sit at 3-2. And on our feature sheet, sheet B here, we have Team Caitlin Jones with a 4-1 record, Squaring off against Team Christy McDonald, also with a 4-1 record, as lead Sarah Oliver gets us underway.
Yep. Hard, you got it, KJ. Go, go, go. I got 15. Go, 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 go. Okay, finish it a
The
bit.
format for the Manitoba
Yep.
Provincial Women's
That's
Scotties is 2 pools of 6, with the top 3 in each pool advancing to a championship round, mirroring the National Scotties Tournament of Hearts format. Teams will play 3 crossover games against the other pool, with 2 games going tomorrow, one at 10 o'clock and one at 4 o'clock. Both will be live streamed on our YouTube page.
Still got lots of room, though. Make sure, though, finish it. It'll finish all the way.
Renora Westcott lead for Team Christy McDonald, trying to play the come around. This one needs to do a bit of curling. Team Christy McDonald drew to the white of the button to secure the hammer for this first end, as Team Caitlin Jones came up a few inches short, about full forefoot with their draw to the button. So the ever important hammer to start the game for Team Christy McDonald. And with Renora's draw not quite curling enough, Sarah Oliver being asked to hit and roll on that open stone. The crowd's been great here in Carberry all week long, and the Friday night draw always seems to bring out everyone and pack the stands, and tonight is no exception, as it's quite a full house as the draw is just getting underway. And I would expect it will fill out even more as the evening progresses. So second, Robin Negevin being asked to play the open hit. And it's a battle of cousins tonight at the second position, as Robin Negevin squares off against her first cousin, Lindsay Workington. They actually share a family cabin in the summer months at Florence Lake in the Whiteshell here in Manitoba.
I don't know. Why?
But tonight they face off against each other, so I'm sure both of them will be gunning extra hard to try and come out victorious. Bragging rights for the summer months. As Lindsay now being asked to play the run back. Lindsay, a longtime lead of Team Chelsea Carey back in the early stages of the past decade, sort of in that 2012-2013 range. They went to the Scotties representing Manitoba one year and also competed in the Canadian Olympic trials right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Christy McDonald also on that team. So a different position for Lindsay this week here in Carberry, as she's kind of been moving around the order. This team is sort of a 5-person rotation, and they sub in and out quite frequently at the front end positions. But with that miss, it allows Robin the opportunity to draw the open side and lie 2.
Okay, that's fine. Just like a little narrow, but I could have given a little more ice as well. I don't know. Can you check this out?
So Lindsay now trying to make up for that slight miss on her first with another opportunity for a run back, this time on her own stone.
Whoa. Renora.
It's important that she makes contact on one in the rings here,
Roll the shooter off.
which unfortunately she will not. So it now allows Team Caitlin Jones the opportunity to lie 3 here in the first end. The one saving grace for Team Christy McDonald with that shot being missed is Abby Acklin, third for Team Caitlin Jones. Doesn't really have a great spot where she can put this to not give Team McDonald a double opportunity. So with a well-placed rock here from Abby, there still will be an opportunity for Team McDonald to eliminate multiple stones. And Abby's draw ends up pretty close to where they wanted it to go, but as you're seeing Christy indicate, there's a potential actually here for a triple if she hits this in the correct location. Third, Lisa Blixhaven. So this is always a fun shot for your first throw of the game, kicking out as hard as you can with peel weight and trying to eliminate a few of your opponent's stones.
All right, good throw. Just came up a little bit. Okay, good.
And unfortunately, she can only eliminate one, but a great result, rolling to Frozen and second shot.
Come in for second. You like that or no? Or around? Around them? Yeah, I think that's good. I don't mind that because going away might set up a double off of the top. Yeah.
So Team Jones is electing to draw around the 2 rocks in the top of the rings that are on a stagger, trying to utilize that stagger to hide their shooter.
Easy then, wall. Wall, wall. Close line. Hard.
And the sweepers get that one by the 2 rocks on the top of the rings, but it will slide a little deep. So now you'll see Team McDonald play a hit and roll off the top ones. Try and get rid of the stagger and lie second and third shot. Force Team Acklin to hit one of them. A bit of a miss there from Lisa as she just makes contact, unlocks the stagger situation, but now exposes her rock to potentially be taken out if Team Jones so chooses. And it's getting a little dicey late in the end. Only 2 rocks to come for Team McDonald, and after this shot is made, they could be facing 4. So a good shot there by Caitlin Jones as they now lie 4. The one saving grace that Team McDonald has is the last stone advantage. So knowing that it most likely will not be a blank with 4 opponent rocks in the rings, she will elect to play a freeze here and try and generate a skip's deuce on her last 2 stones. I've been told I say skip's deuce a little too often, but I don't know what else you call it when there's an opportunity for your skip to score 2 with their 2 rocks. Let's see if Christy can throw a perfect freeze on the one back 8-foot. Sweeper's going to need to bear down and dig deep to try and drag this rock to anywhere into the rings. They do, out counting only one Team Jones stone. So it, lying 3 now, Team Caitlin Jones is going to try and throw a rock in the top of the 8-foot, it looks like, to maybe block the same draw path on Christie's last.
I think this is pretty good. If you like it, but I think this is good.
I'm not sure if Team Jones always does this. I'll have to watch as the game goes on, or if it's just because this end is relatively simple
Hold it out a bit.
and they're trying to save time.
Right here,
But
guys. Hold it out a bit.
Caitlin was in the hack and Abby was calling the shot without any real input from Caitlin
Yes.
as the skip. So
You gotta go late. Go, go, go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Hard. You gotta go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. They're just really coming out.
a little unusual. I know their lineup is Abby throwing third stones and calling the game, but even still with the last stone thrower, it's a little unusual to not see them down icing themselves or giving general input as to what shot they'd like to play. I did broadcast one of their games earlier and I didn't pick up on that before, so I'm not entirely sure if it's just to save time or what exactly, but nevertheless, Christy McDonald draw to bite the 4-foot just to be safe and score her single point here in the first end. A little bit of pressure on the skip here.
Gotta hold it out there. Hard.
Line's looking good now.
Key line. We're by.
And it's just a clean right onto the button. Cover the hearts for Christy McDonald. She picks up a single point in the first end. We will be right back.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
So as you can see on the scoreboard in the back, it is 9-1. Team Jones leads after one end of play. Obviously that is a joke. I'm sure the Team Jones fans out there would appreciate if that scoreline were true, but it appears one of the officials or volunteers who is updating the scoreboards in the arena has mistaken a 0 for a 9, which does happen from time to time. It is 1-0. Team Christy McDonald leads after the first end of play. As we get underway here in end number 2, Renora Westcott bringing one into the top of the 4-foot, coming up a little bit shy. Abby Ackland, not the skip of the team, but the one calling the game, is going to be asking her lead, Sarah Oliver, to throw a corner guard. Going to ignore that rock in the rings, try and get some rocks into play. Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together, and we thank all of the sponsors locally, all the local sponsors. There's signs all over the facility, and people that I've met that are sitting in some of the boxes behind the seats, behind the rinks. They're having a good time down there, having a few drinks. There's some chips out. And I'm sitting stuck up here in this this booth. But does mean I get to commentate curling, so can't complain. As Renora Westcott looks to throw a center guard. Sarah Oliver's corner guard ends up a little bit high, so not really a usable one for them.
Yeah, I don't even hate a 9, Sarah. Yeah, I like 9.
So Renora's guard obviously slides into the rings, allowing Sarah the opportunity to play a double. Over curling on that one, so Lindsay Workington will be asked to play a hit and stick over on the corner, maybe roll in slightly. And these are kind of difficult shots way out this wide. Not a whole lot of traffic out there, and some fresh pebble potentially, maybe a bit of frost, and you could see some curl on a hit like this. Some updates from the other two games out there. Team Tracy Fleury steals a single point in the first end against Darcy Robertson. And Team Zacharias scores 2 with hammer in the first end to take a 2-0 lead over Christy Watling. Every game is a big game at this stage of the competition, but for Team Tracy Fleury and Team Mackenzie Zacharias, both with 2 losses, they definitely cannot afford a third one at this stage of the competition. Great hit and roll there from Robin as she rolls corner frozen, forcing Team McDonald to just pick it out.
Either that or you go right here. First shot. Okay.
Interesting call here as Christy, instead of playing the hit, has elected to now draw around the corner guard, I'll call it. It's not a great corner guard, but it is a corner guard nonetheless. So Team McDonald, without the hammer this end, is
Line's okay though. Line's okay.
gonna start bringing the play towards the corner, which is only gonna be beneficial for Team Jones.
Lots of curling to do. Okay, here goes. Here it goes. Just for weight now. Line's good. Just for weight. Line's great. Needs more curl if we can. Needs more curl. Yep. Go. Good sweep. Great shot. Renora?
And a very nice shot there from Lindsay. She placed it exactly where she was asked to, but now Team Team Jones has the opportunity to play a hit on their own and be second and third shot. And that's gonna cause some issues for Team McDonald. I'm not sure if I loved the draw around the corner there, but we'll see how it plays out. This has a bit of curling to do, and it's going to hit too high, but takes out shot rock.
Yeah, I think it's a little straighter out there for some reason. Because, well, what did I get? 9.7, so we're not far off.
Oh, we have a rare measure to see if a rock is in on sheet A for the free guard zone. I love those type of measures. Dale McEwen out with the 6-foot measuring stick.
Clean.
Suspense is high over there on sheet A as we see whether the rock is in or out. This rock gets just by the guard
Knows it.
and
Had a girl.
bonks it on the nose.
Nice throw,
It is
Lee.
in fact, I believe the call was out over on sheet A. For those interested, whether it was in or out.
5. Yeah. Yeah, Rob's in too much.
And a nice shot there from Lisa as she hits that one on the nose.
Thought you threw it good, Rob, but you didn't really do much out there.
And T. McDonald now lies two.
These ran straight as well. Yeah, little roll. Yeah. Or sorry, 9-5. Yeah, little flop under. Whoa.
So Sarah trying to get that one to curl. And
I think a
it'll
hard
just hang
roll
out there,
good.
stay on the nose.
Even right to there.
Allows T. McDonald the opportunity to try and
9-5.
make this hit and roll now. They can't really, I know T. McDonald has shot rock and potentially they could play some type of draw to lie two, but without hammer, they want to make sure that the Team Jonestown gets eliminated.
Whoa. Stay close. No. See, watch, it might catch this. Okay. That was big, hey? Yeah.
That's a few rocks on that spot of the ice that we
Okay.
have seen under curl, so
I
maybe
think
something
I like
to
rolling away, yep.
to keep in mind as the game progresses.
9-5.
And these teams will do that. The best
Sorry, yeah.
teams
I don't mind bum.
in the world, they
Are you
take
an
everything
11?
into account, the speed of paths on the ice or
I got
how
line
rocks react in
3/4.
certain spots. So they'll all know
Should be close.
where the curl is in the ice and
No,
where
that
it may
should
run
go.
slightly straighter.
Probably could have like a hair more, but maybe a hair more. Ooh. Yeah, that looks better. Yep. Whoa.
And a nice shot
Going open side.
played there by Abby Ackland.
That guard is so high. I think it's 9.5 to 10. I think it's moving here a little bit. Inch more, yeah. Okay, this spot's a little livelier. Okay. Just 9.5 to 10. I think I do want to stay on this side.
So a relatively straightforward end after
Nose is okay too, but
lots
it can
of
roll a little bit.
rocks in play in the first end. A little bit of a breather for both teams here.
Little full. Renara. Whoa, yeah, Lindsay.
There's somebody in the stands
Hard.
that I believe is wearing a light up Christmas sweater or some type of, it's blinking lights, which is, it's quite the outfit, I must say, quite the get up.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, that's okay. You know, it's just, I was definitely.
So Caitlin Jones looking to make the open hit.
Yep. Right to it. Gotta go. Go. Hard to stick. Go.
This rock is gonna over curl and exit the house, stage left. You could try Sarah, but I don't think
Okay,
that
let's
one's
take the
spinning
Johnny.
back.
This should be pretty close.
So it gives
Yeah, yeah.
Team McDonald a
Was that
free
too
opportunity
much?
to draw around that very high corner guard.
That's good. Yeah, that guard's so high that, yeah.
But if she makes it good, it'll
I'm taking
make the
just like
blank
an inch less
attempt
first.
extremely
guard is
difficult
literally just
for
over the
Caitlin
bobble.
Jones. So an important shot here. She'll want this to be high in the rings, maybe just full 12 foot. So Caitlin can't play like a board weight hit and roll out for the blank.
Hey, ladies, let's
she
keep it up higher, like 12 to 8 foot, okay? But buried, if possible.
Good call, Christy.
Okay,
I
so
concur.
14, 5 to 14.
12 foot's the ideal spot. It doesn't
This is a good spot.
really matter
So,
how close you are to the 4 foot circle. It could be biting the rings by an inch, but if you force Caitlin to play a down weight shot for the blank or even have to draw for one, it's mission accomplished. So look for this one to try and end up in the top of the 12 foot.
take a look. Take a look. Line's good. It's going to bury now. Line's good. Go then, hard. Hard, 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 hard. Sorry, you guys. Jeez.
Well, we said we wanted it
Sorry.
high in the rings,
What split did you get on
still
that?
in the rings, and unfortunately that one comes up a little bit light. So maybe tried a little too hard to be perfect on that one, and it'll give Caitlin Jones an opportunity to throw the rock through the rings and get a blank end here. Everyone's favorite shot in curling, the throw through. I expect a smattering of applause as this one comes through the back line. Anyone? No. All right, well, either way, it's a blank in the second end, and we'll see you in a moment.
Yeah.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Renora Westcott, lead for Team Christy McDonald, leading us off here in end number 3. I've seen that Sunrise Credit Union commercial a few times now, and it those rinks, those outdoor rinks look great. Looks like a lot of fun to
I think you can go.
play on.
Tighter, 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 if you can. Yeah, a little tighter. Tighter, tighter, tighter. Tighter, tighter, tighter. Tighter, 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 tighter. Oh, no, where are you?
Last winter, I was fortunate enough to go to my cabin over my birthday weekend, which is the end of November, and we made our own little curling rink out there and had a ton of fun. So I can see the pure enjoyment on those participants' faces in that Sunrise Credit Union commercial. Nice center guard there from Renora.
Top eight's not bad. Top eight's not bad, guys. Okay, finish, finish, finish. Gotta finish. It's really just hanging. Okay, whoa, leave it high, leave it high. Jeez. Okay, I didn't think you threw it bad.
And over on sheet C, Christy Watling draws for 2 as uncharacteristic miss from Mackenzie Zacharias on her last rock, jammed on her own and gave Christy a free draw to the rings for 2 points.
Lindsay for finish. Okay, not a bad throw. I'm just being a little overly cautious on the ice, but it's straighter there. Good, not a bad throw. Good throw.
10.
Sarah Oliver being asked to play
Yeah.
a hit and roll.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Sarah, of course, a
Good throw.
world mixed curling champion. Playing with Colin Kurz a few years back.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Hard line. Hard line, hard line, hard line, hard line, hard line,
Their
hard
sweepers
line,
are going hard on this
line.
one.
Hard repeats, hard repeats. Go, 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 go. Goalies, goalies. Right out, right out, right out, right out, right
And a
out.
great
Okay,
sweep
good
by Renora Westcott to
I
keep
got
that one
11-3 actually.
straight enough to make contact and eliminate the
Oh,
stone.
did that touch, Lisa? Lisa, did that touch? Yeah.
Line's a
So Team
little
Caitlin
tight.
Jones gonna draw around the center guard here with Robin's first rock.
Hard. Hard, you got it. Go, go, go. Okay, get.
You might see
Keep
some
going, keep
teams
going, get on the other side of this one. Go, go,
peel
go,
the
go,
center
go, go,
guard
go,
there
go. Okay,
and
whoa,
blank
whoa.
the end,
Hey, Rob. 15-3.
but Team Jones elected to draw around, and Robin a little bit light there. Kind of sets up two center guards now for Lindsay to draw around, so not the best result.
Yeah, line, line. Set it a little bit. Set it if you can. Okay, line's a little tight. I think we're by, we're by, we're by. Okay, we're by. All weight now, line's great, line's great. Hard now, hard. Hard. Hard, you got it, go, go, go. Full leader, bite forward you can. Okay, okay, great shot, nice sweep.
And
Great
Lindsay
shot.
makes no mistake there, drawing around perfectly
15:03.
into the 8 foot
15:03.
around both guards. Actually over buries the center guard. That's how much curl we have out here. Greg Owasco, head ice technician. Him and his crew with Matt Rankin have made fantastic ice all week. Sometimes a pain in my neck around the facility, but they do make a great sheet of ice, so I got to give them that.
Whoa, close, close. Yep, whoa, 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 curl, 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 curl. Okay, okay.
That'll just miss on the high side, and you'll see Team McDonald, I would imagine, replace that guard. They could even draw a second one in if they so choose, but they're electing to replace that guard.
Okay, line's really good. We're out pretty wide, so keep it clean.
So this is a spot in the ice
It
that
will. It's coming up pretty. It's
will
gonna
take
come up
a
soon.
while
How's
to
the weight?
curl, but once
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does,
here goes, here goes, here goes. Right here,
and as Christy
Right
said,
here.
there it
Right here.
goes.
right here.
It'll start
right
to
here,
curl now
right here,
and
right here. A little more farther,
get
further
to
back, further back, further back. Good throw.
Pretty
Very
much
nice.
the exact spot they had asked for, maybe a foot too high. Could leave Abby a double peel here, but
Nice draw, Lynn.
mission accomplished for Lisa, a great guard.
Take a hair more.
Abby Acklin works as a paramedic. Now I may get this story wrong, but I believe a few years ago she responded to a call and actually delivered a child in the back of an ambulance. The the couple was so grateful that it turns out they named their
Stay down here.
child after her. I believe they named their child Abby, or maybe a middle name. Again, I probably got that story completely wrong, but let's just go with it and say that's what happened, because I can do that. I'm the only one on the mic.
Okay, line's really good. Here's okay.
Lindsay using my move. That's one of my favorites.
Stay with it.
Get
Stay
a
with
drink
it.
of water as your player's throwing.
We
Walk
gotta
out
finish it for weight.
at the
We
far
gotta
hog
finish it for
line
weight.
and
Keep it tight. Yeah, right here. We gotta close
we'll
the
give her
hole
a
up.
good
Go, 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 go.
14
Go for line,
brush
go for line,
strokes
go for
and
line. Hard, 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 hard for line.
call
Go,
it
go,
a good
go,
job.
Go, 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 go. Good throw. Nice throws. Good throws.
So
I
great
don't
weight
mind
there
going
from
for it.
Lisa, but it
Let's
doesn't
go
quite
for
curl
it.
enough.
9. I think 9 should be fine. 9.
And so
Think
it
a
looks like there
little
may be
more.
a port
I think it'll move
for
harder here.
Abby Ackland to
I think
attempt
more.
to throw through.
Still think more, KJ. Yeah, tolerance is the middle one though. No, it's close, you guys. Close. It's fine. Just a,
So unfortunately that one wrecks on the guard
Yeah, I like that.
and
I like that. Yep.
stays guarding shot rock. Before
will
Abby
curl,
threw that,
so-
she said tolerance is the middle one, which is
Yeah.
a good thought to have. Definitely, you want to know what the tolerance
Okay, let's
is
fire one.
when you're throwing a shot like
Go
that.
short and just bite.
But
That's
sometimes
sweet.
you may even
We
talk
wanna try and
yourself
tuck around the
into
yellow.
overprotecting against the opposite of the tolerance, which would
Yeah,
have
like
been
right to it almost.
the low rock. So maybe
but I mean, or
Abby
even
may have
just like,
talked herself
honestly,
into throwing that one a little bit full, knowing that she
I would
could
say almost just,
hit the middle one.
just maybe
Unfortunately,
tuck the
she
corner around, leaves a little space between them.
hit the second one as well and
Frozen's
left
not
the,
horrible,
the
but
shooter
try
still
to leave some
guarding
space.
shot rock.
Do you think it's gonna? That's a lot of ice. Little less, Lise. Inch less. Yeah. I'll still be positive here. Let it work. Close. Got a curl. Here it goes.
This shot looks pretty good as it comes in.
Yes! Hard! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
And just gets to the top 12 foot. I was talking to
Woo, it just,
Lindsay
it's like it takes a right
Workington
hand,
before the
like a left-hand
game,
turn and just goes. Good sweep.
and she had mentioned that in practice, Christy McDonald's Rock seemed to be losing their handle as they
I got a
were
draw there. That was like a 15.
coming across the far hog line and would severely curl. So that one seemed to do the same. They seem to be thinking that maybe slightly picking, but if it happens multiple times with the same thrower, it could be also something that's happening there as well.
Hard! Just roll it, roll it, roll it.
As that run back attempt from Caitlin misses both the reds and the rings, and Christy will have the opportunity to lie 3, I believe they called for this one to come into the house. Put some pressure on Team Jones.
Just make her draw around it. Top full 12. Or even biting. Biting's good. Just biting, eh? Or like just a piece of the 12. But let's get it there. Make it. Okay. I'm going out wider, so.
So the call is to have this rock land in the top of the 12-foot, probably wide enough to block some of the draw path, force Team Jones to take a bit of a wider path.
You can take it back. Sorry, guys. Jeez.
And you can hear the disappointment in Christie's tone there as she slides a little bit heavy and lets Team Jones off the hook a little bit. Interesting call here. I think it's indicative of the shots that Caitlin has played today. Maybe doesn't feel quite as comfortable with draw weight, so she's going to play the hit and stick on this rock here. So Caitlin Jones facing 3 in the third end. A hit and stick will get her a score of 1.
Wall. Clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. Clean.
And you hear the clean call.
Clean.
Okay,
Clean.
yeah. All right, Abby. You're right,
got a
it is
9.
fine. It
Yeah.
was clean.
I got
Just
a 9.
barely, but
It's still
1
fine.
point for Team Caitlin Jones, tied up 1-1.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
We are back here at the Carberry Plains Community Center. Today's sponsor, Rocky Mountain Equipment, with 10 locations in Manitoba. RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME right by you.
Little bit of a finish. Little bit of a finish. Little bit of a finish. Yep, finish it. Hard. Hard, KJ. Go, 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 go. Hard to center. Go, go, go.
So if you know one thing about Abby Ackland, it's that she is pretty relaxed most of the time, and that time she was quite relaxed as the clean call was made and the shot hit and rolled perfectly to score a single point. Never in doubt. And we're all tied up at 1.
Yep. Go, go, go. Line's really good. Go hard. Go hard.
Over on sheet A, Tracy Fleury has an open hit and stick to score 2.
Finish
The
it,
sweepers
go,
are
go.
on this one early.
Finish it. Cross center hard. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Nice sweep. Good shot.
And she just sticks in the back of the 12-foot. A score of 2 for Tracy Fleury as they take a 3-1 lead over Team Darcy Robertson. So every end kind of seems to be playing out the same way at the start.
Close. Close. Yeah. Hard. 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 Hard roll. Hard roll. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Hard, hard, hard. Nice.
A guard is thrown, and then a come around doesn't quite curl up enough, and then it's kind of a hitting game. That seems to be how the first few ends have been played. Over on sheet C, a great run back from Mackenzie Zacharias to score a couple, I believe. I'm just going to get confirmation on that. But a fantastic shot nonetheless, and a great cheer from the crowd as she made it.
Okay. That's okay. Good throw.
Like 10.
second. Robin Negevin playing the hit.
Whoa, whoa! 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 Curl, curl, curl! Hard roll, hard roll, hard roll! Go, 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 go! Nice!
And a really nice hit and roll there from Robin. Doesn't quite get under cover. There's probably about a thin half to a third exposed, so Lindsay will be asked to play the hit and roll. Lindsay and Robin are both nurses that work in hospitals. Robin is a psych nurse and Lindsay is an RN.
Close, clean, clean.
Lindsay working at the Grace Hospital and Robin at Health Sciences Center. So they've been very busy the last couple of years throughout this pandemic. Frontline workers as well as Abby Ackland, as I mentioned before. So kudos to everyone that has been keeping things going the last 18 months or so. And I can confirm that angle slash from Mackenzie Zacharias was for a big score of 3 as they take a 5-2 lead over the undefeated team Christy Watling.
Line's really nice! Okay, finish! Finish! Yeah, go! Finish! Gotta finish! Go, go, go! Hard! 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 Go, go, go! Coming in nice! Go, 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 go! Nice, Rob!
That Zacharias team is one to watch out for. They haven't had their best game so far, but with a win this afternoon over Beth Peterson in a must-win game, they've squeaked their way into the championship round and seem to be only getting better and stronger every game. As Lindsay attempts the run back.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lisa. Whoa, Renari, hard, hard, Renari, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trying to overcurl it a bit. Okay, you threw it good. Tough one.
Those are so painful. An inch either way, and that shot's made. And unfortunately, she threw it too good and dead stuffed it. So it leaves Team Jones lying one behind the center guard, and they're going to look to try and draw around and lie two. And you can see just how much curl there is in the ice. Caitlin is standing almost at the edge of the 12-foot. And as I say that, Abby's going to cut the ice down because... And that's why I made the comment about how much it was curling, because I thought that that was an extraordinary amount of ice. So obviously she just had her signals crossed, and Abby cut the ice back a bit. Let's see if that was the right call.
Okay, lots of room right now. Lots of room. Let it work. Let it work. Lots of room. Whoa, whoa. Rob.
So Robin's going to try and curl this one and take it deep, as it was failing to get buried regardless. So allows Team McDonald the opportunity to freeze down to it.
What'd you get for my kick? What'd you get for a kick?
And although it's not the intended result for
it was a big
Team Jones there, it still brings the play to the center, so they'll be happy with that.
Gotta be at least T. T or better. No line yet. It's not curling at all. We gotta wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Great weight, Lise. Good throw. Not your fault.
Perfect weight there
Sorry.
from Lisa Blixhaven, but unfortunately doesn't quite get the line right.
Perfect throw. Not your fault.
Yeah, you can hear Christy there say, perfect throw, not your fault, and she's taking the onus for maybe giving her a little too much ice. Regardless of whether that was the case or not, a veteran move there from the skip to communicate to the thrower that they threw that one indeed as it was intended. I like hearing stuff like that from skips.
Dino, just go by.
Unfortunately, I never hear that from my skip because it never really is a perfect throw on my end. Team McDonald electing to hit this rock in the back 8 foot. It's kind of, the way it's playing out right now, it's kind of looking like it could be a force. Team McDonald might need to make a move, maybe with Christie's, if they want to try and score a multiple point end. Team Jones is quite content to just continue hitting back. So at this point, with a hit and stick made from Lisa, Team McDonald might be hoping for a slight mistake from the Jones rink, but the way the game's gone so far, I don't imagine that happening as Caitlin tries to throw a nose hit.
Yeah, you gotta go right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. Hard, hard, hard. Okay.
And a job well done. She rolls to the center of the house, allowing Team McDonald the opportunity to hit and roll under the guard and the rock top 8 foot. But even if made, it'll be behind the tee line and allow Team Jones the potential freeze to maybe have a chance at a steal.
You can't just nose, eh? Like if I'd rather roll away to the middle of the 8 foot.
That's why I'm not sure if I was in love with the call on Lisa's last there to hit the open one. It was late in the end, only 3 rocks to come for the McDonald rink, and they had the opportunity to maybe play something aggressive and draw around those guards, but elected to hit, so now they have a chance to play a hit and roll.
Yes! Yes! Hard! Hard! Hard, 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 hard! No roll, no roll, no roll!
And that one's gonna over-roll and roll out of the rings. So now Team Jones has a free draw around the guards. I'm not gonna call them center guards, but close enough. She can get this to the side of the button and lie to and really put pressure on Christie's last here. So an important shot. We saw Christy McDonald last end with the chance to put pressure on Caitlin Jones and went deep and let her off the hook a little bit. Team Jones looking to not do that and put this one in a good position.
Wait only. Yep. Wait only. Wait only. Line's perfect. Yep. Yep. Hard rub. Right here, guys. Look up. Look up. Sit. Sit. Nice. Nice spot.
And a great shot there from Caitlin. She draws right to the button. It is about half exposed, so you'll see Christy just play a exactly just a heavy draw, tee line by itself, and let the sweepers make it.
We can't. We got to make sure we're at least drawing up to it, and at worst getting up one, right? So I'm playing it like a draw. So.
So a big shot here from Christy as she tries to retain the advantage, score a single point to go up 2-1.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Sweepers on picking this one up now.
Hard. Hard.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. A great shot there from Christy McDonald. And it's a score of 1, so it's 2-1. Team McDonald leads after 4 ends of play.
Good job. I can see it moving.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
Tight.
Welcome back to 2022 Manitoba Skies Tournament of Hearts presented by Bear Action here on Friday night in Carberry, Manitoba. No better place to be
Line's fine. 3.
on a Friday night.
3. We want to be right here.
And if last night was any indication of what
Line's really good.
the
Go, 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 go,
proceedings
go.
will be
Go, go,
tonight
good
after
shot. Good
the
sweep.
draw
Go, go, go,
concludes,
go,
I
go.
can assure you
Go,
that
go, 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 go. Great
many
sweep,
of
guys.
the
Nice shot. Very nice.
volunteers in red shirts around the complex will find their way over to the curling club, which is the home of the patch, and maybe enjoy an original 16 beverage or two. As Renora places a center guard, a great shot there from Christy McDonald to score a single point. And that one never really appeared to be in doubt. It was a very nice throw and
Well
swept to
done,
perfection.
Leonard. Rob first. Rob, 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 Rob. Hard Rob, hard Rob, hard Rob. Go, go, go. Really coming in nice. Go, 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 go. Hard Robin, hard, hard, hard. Sorry, I should have come. Yeah, I think
A great
so.
draw there from
I still
Sarah.
felt like it was like I didn't give.
Still doesn't quite get buried though, so you'll see a takeout being played by Renora, just like we have in previous ends. The leads are struggling to, the draw weight has been impeccable, but they're struggling to find the line.
Okay, line's good. Clean.
As Lindsay
Clean.
Workington
Yep,
with
yep.
another
Yeah.
Rob Gordon special coming in halfway through to sweep, and she's going hard though.
Hard. You gotta go.
She
go,
picks
go,
it
go,
up.
Go, go, go. Hard, 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 hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And
Nice
holds
throw.
it
Good.
beautifully
Nice shot. 11-8.
for Renora Westcott. A great sweep there from Lindsay. And we have a couple tough shots over on sheet A and sheet C simultaneously. Last rocks for both teams. Team Darcy Robertson facing 5 Tracy Fleury counters on her last, and at the same time Christy Watling facing 3 Mackenzie Zacharias counters as she tries an in-off.
Rob, Rob, gotta go. Hard, hard. Right through it, good, Sarah. You can be here less.
So Christy was actually trying
Got 11.
a tap and failed to make contact with the rock, slides too far, and it's a steal of 3 for Mackenzie Zacharias. Things going from bad to worse over there as Darcy Robertson threads the needle, makes the hit, rolls over to the catcher, and scores a single point. Facing 5 counters, a big point there for Darcy. Team Fleury leads 3-2, and Team Zacharias a commanding 8-2 lead over Christy Watling. So back to our game now. Again, only one man in the booth, so while I was busy checking on the other sheets, I failed to see what was going on here, but it looks like a buried rock around a center guard for Team McDonald. A good setup as Robin Negavan looks to play
Okay, go then.
a freeze.
Yep. Hard. Keep going hard. Hard. Roll your shooter in. Roll your shooter in. Go, 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 go. Hard in. It's fine.
Not a bad result for Robin.
14.
Ticks the guard, opens up shot rock, and rolls for shooter in.
9-5. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yes. Yes. Hard. Real hard, real hard, real hard, real hard, real hard, real hard. Nice throw, Linz. Just curled. You threw it good.
I really like how positive Christy McDonald is back there. Really giving positive feedback to her teammates when they have a good throw that maybe doesn't have the desired result. Just kind of letting them know that they threw it well, and if they keep throwing it well like that, they will eventually get the line right or the sweep right, or it'll curl to the desired location. So
You're past it. Curl if you
nice
can.
and positive.
Curl if you can. Pretty much her nose. Just a little bit of an outward, that one. It's alright. It would have probably been a nice roll if it wasn't the like little positive ad at the end. It's okay.
Lisa now being asked to play a hit and flop under.
That's fine, Rob.
Lisa has played in 10 previous Manitoba Scotties, has a 47-30 record. Everyone on Team McDonald has played over 10 Scotties, so invaluable experience for all of the all 5 of them.
Think so, yep. Yeah, it should be close. Yeah, 10. I think your weight was fine, Rob. Whoa. Yep.
Team Ackland with let's get a count for how many times I say Team Ackland instead of Team Jones, and if you're someone who enjoys a beverage, you can even make a drinking game out of that if you so wish. Team Jones has a few pretty neat sponsors. I had mentioned in a previous broadcast that they had a sponsor that supplies pierogies, so they did a sort of pierogi order as one of their fundraisers, as that rock unfortunately looks to have grabbed right out of Lisa's hand.
Yes, hard. Hard, you got the roll. You got the roll. No roll. Yeah, a little more. Great shot.
And what a result. She swiped at the ice like it had picked maybe right out of her hand, but Lindsay Workington on the brush keeps it straight and makes
Just
the
roll on
perfect
top, that's fine.
hit and roll.
Okay. Yeah, double for sure, but I'm just saying if we roll on top, it's not the worst.
As I was saying, Team Jones with the pierogi sponsor, one of my personal favorites, and another sponsor you could see across their front of their uniforms, their urban top coat, paid for and sent Team Jones a memo or a cameo, whatever you want to call it, from Vic Router. The long-storied TSN broadcaster, a legend in the game of curling, Vic Router, sent the team a minute and a half clip, wishing them good luck here at the Manitoba Scotties. I saw it on Facebook. I thought it was pretty neat. So a cool little perk that one of their sponsors so generously provided for them. If I do this long enough, maybe I get on one of those apps and someone might pay for me to send them a message. You never know.
Well, she's going to have to draw.
So with that miss there from Abby,
Go back into the open side, but at the same time, I mean,
it'll allow Team McDonald the opportunity to draw a second rock into the rings here.
Fight top 12 and guard, right? Like, we don't want to be, I'd rather not be deep and give her something to freeze too, or, yeah. 4 or 5? So it's about 15, 14, 5, 14, 6. Sorry, you guys.
So maybe Christy McDonald there was looking to throw a guard based on the way they were calling that and sweeping that.
I think that you try this with like
But comes into the top 8 foot
bump, yeah.
and looks to have left Team Caitlin Jones a board weight potential double. Caitlin Jones gets set to deliver.
Whoa, close. Close. Whoa. Girl. Gotta go.
This one has a bit of curling to do. And she'll dead jam and roller shooter out of the rings.
Yeah, 10-4.
So Team McDonald, just like they tried 2 ends previously, is going to put a rock just outside to maybe just biting the rings in somewhat of a draw path to try and force Caitlin Jones a little bit wider on the sheet of ice. One thing they don't want to do here is give Caitlin any chance of a double and roll out for a blank. This rock appears to be curling quite aggressively again. I don't think they're going to get the line they had hoped for. So now it's just about trying to get it into the rings to count 2, which they do. But they leave the draw path open for Caitlin, and she has the 4 foot to come to. It will be against 2. But all she needs is full 4 foot. So last stone here of the 5th end. Caitlin Jones trailing 1-0. Sorry, 2-1.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, guys, whoa.
This rock taking its time.
Whoa, Rob, whoa, Rob. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
And now there it goes.
Nice, nice weight.
Perfectly placed. Back of the button for a single point. And we are all tied up at 2 apiece after 5 ends of play.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community and can do it from any age.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Knott Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services. Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
And the locker room celebrations are already underway, and they're gonna be all night long. Here's a team who struggled early on.
Be a player. Bet with Manitoba Sportsbook. Play Now Sports.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
Half a century and 20 stores after they opened their first store, McMunn & Yates is still in your neighborhood. Getting involved, supporting consumer and contractor alike. A community building, helping build communities. McMunn & Yates, make it better.
It means coming together, helping one another, being there, showing support. That's community. Getting together with your chums you want to curl with.
It's important to volunteer, help out as much as we can.
I love curling.
I love curling.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Welcome back inside the Carberry Plains Community Center here in beautiful Carberry, Manitoba. I'm Rob Gordon on the call tonight. Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. I grabbed the wrong one with the wrong ad read. Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together. We all make mistakes, don't we, folks? It's been a long day out here. Happy to be with you. Tie ball game here, 2-2. And I have a few updates to bring you as Team Tracy Fleury. A nice hack weight hit from Tracy, scores her 2 points and takes a 5-2 lead at the break. And we have our first final as Team Zacharias defeats previously undefeated Christy Watling. So a big game there for Team Zacharias as they improve to 4-2, and Team Watling drops down to 5-1 now. So nobody remaining in the competition without at least one loss. As Renora's draw ends up on the button and is open, but Team Jones elects to play the freeze, and that might be because that rock is deep enough that a freeze would suit Team Jones quite nicely. So a bit of a miss there from Sarah Oliver.
Okay, line's good. Same path. Line's good.
She may have fell victim to the infamous
Hanging out there quite a bit
fifth
here.
end break mop
Can we go here? Or is it
as
gonna
the ice crew mops a sheet of ice.
It doesn't have enough curl for that. It's going past
And
it. Yep.
typically
Yep,
after the fifth end, it gets a little bit faster and a little bit straighter, and we may have seen one or two shots here now that fooled the players with the speed. So Team Jones now, if they can tap this rock back, create a little bit of a pocket, it will be looking pretty good for them. Robin Negevin playing the freeze tap. And this one has some curling to do and needs to maybe sit down a little wide and a little heavy.
Actually, it's close. It's close. Whoa, whoa. Okay, wow, that was like half. Okay, are we just kicking out with more? Or?
Oh, Abby. So blunt, so straightforward. I like it. That was about hack, she says. Are we just kicking out with more weight? Well, a little bit of both, as I mentioned. Probably a hair quicker, and also that one maybe slightly on the heavier side from Robin. But does take out one of the Team McDonald stones, so not all that bad.
Yep. Yeah, gotta go. Hard.
Renora hard on this one not to make contact with the red rock, and unfortunately Lindsay Workington will
Had no handle. Like, it
hit
just didn't
her
have
own
any
out.
location. Yeah. Okay, tough one, Linz.
So perhaps a lack of handle the issue on that one, as it over curled and took her own shot rock out of play.
Okay, line's a little tight. Top floor is good. Oh, hard then. Okay, keep it going. Keep it going right here. Hard. Hard. Okay, you're really over curling, but just get it in. Okay. Here,
So a good scrub there to get second shot at the top of the 12-foot, but
Do you guys like that?
somewhat inconsequential of a shot, as it doesn't really do a whole lot.
I don't really like leaving this there when we have hammer. Okay. 9.
But a good point from Christie as the Rock top 12-foot acts as a second guard. And even if they hit the open one in the 4-foot, you could expect Team Jones to draw around those two somewhat staggered center guards. So they're going to try and deal with it now and play a double peel.
Clean. Stay with it. Yep. Yep. Lisa, hard. Hard. Renora, got to roll a shooter, Renora. Roll a shooter. Roll a shooter. Great shot.
A great shot there from Lindsay as she makes the double peel, opens up the center, rolls her shooter to a corner guard. Smattering of applause there from some people in the crowd. A great shot.
Yeah, it's Justin. Like, we can hit it. But I would like just like a 3 guarding. If we're in, yes, if we're top 12 is pretty nice, but like we just have to make sure we're like at least guarding ours. Fully in's honestly fine too, so long as we're guarding.
So a good description there from Abby. It appears that the Team McDonald stone in the back of the 12-foot is just biting the circles.
Okay, easy.
So Team Jones does have to be careful with where they place this guard. A tight guard sliding into the top 12-foot is better than leaving it halfway or higher. But this one is really curling and will not do a whole lot. As that, unfortunately, if you're scoring that one at home, might be a goose egg. It really doesn't
Did you get zeros?
guard the shot rock. Almost acts as a corner guard for Team McDonald. So unfortunate miss there as it over curls and leaves Lisa Blixhaven the opportunity to hit and lie two. Team Jones could have hit the back one. It would have been a defensive call. But sometimes guards on this arena ice are just so difficult to put in a good spot.
Close. Yep. Gotta go.
As Lindsay goes hard on this one, sneaks it by the guard.
Okay, she's doing good. It just picked up a big curl there.
Hits on the nose.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it was a steal of 2 in the 5th end for Mackenzie Zacharias. Final score of 10-2 in that one. A nice shot there from Abby as she hits and rolls under the guard.
A little bit more on the roll.
It's about half exposed, but because of the depth of that guard being so high, it's really not going to be a factor. They'll just have to throw board weight at this one.
Yeah, I really wanted to roll hair more. Woo. Yeah, I knew it threw up in that spot.
Okay, line's okay. How's the weight? No, it will. It will. Renora, yep. Yeah,
So Renora really working this one hard, trying to curl it over.
Okay, you threw it good.
Will not be able to do so. So Team Jones remains shot rock, lying one. An unfortunate error there from third Lisa Blixhaven as she fails to remove that stone from play. So now game on. Team Jones has a chance to lie two.
14-2 right here, guys.
You can just see how much these rocks finish at the end as it
Good, KJ.
potentially almost over curls the guard. A great shot there, perfect spot.
At the end.
Does leave Christy McDonald a corner freeze though.
Also because we didn't put a brush down, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's make this freeze. We kind of got to be like
An important shot here for Team McDonald.
You know, because we can't go right up to the
Potential to generate 2 points with the skips 2 stones. That's a roundabout way of saying skips deuce for those of you at home.
Yeah. Shot, it'll just bite before.
But an important shot here, especially because she knows she'll probably be playing this on her last, regardless of what happens here. It could be a draw for 2, or it could be a draw against multiple. So this will be good practice for Christy McDonald's last, but most importantly, she'll try and make this one first.
Stay with it. As long as the line's good, we can be right to it. Whoa. Line's getting better. No bounce.
Yep, that is what we call a good curling shot in the business. A slight tap, but had the line, the angle perfect. Good judge by the sweepers to not sweep it. They knew right away that it was T-line by itself. So with that slight bump and with how high that guard is, it does appear that Team Jones, that Caitlin can try and get to the nose and remove it. But anywhere on the high side and it possibly could jam, so she does have to be cautious here. So Caitlin Jones playing a downweight hit to try and get to the inside and remove the Team McDonald rock and lie 3. Sarah Oliver hard on this one. Oh, sneaks by the guard, curling it over now and just rubs. That is probably as good as she could have made that shot, so it just in fact was not there at the end of the day.
You couldn't have made that any better.
At first glance, it looked like it potentially was there with how much these rocks were finishing past the guard. But obviously, she missed the guard by nothing, had the perfect weight. They swept it perfectly, curling it over at the end, and still jammed and left shot rock for Team McDonald. So a big opportunity here, a draw to the 4-foot to score 2 and take the first 2-point lead of the game. Christy McDonald with her last rock of this 6th end.
Gotta go. You got it hard. Hard. Hard.
Really curling now as it gets into the rings. A big pickup here for the front end. All 3 of them sweeping. Well done. A score of 2 for skip Christy McDonald. And they take a 4-2 lead after 6 ends of play.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
It means coming together, helping one another, being there, showing support. That's community. Getting together with your chums you want to curl with.
It's important to volunteer, help out as much as we can.
I love curling.
I love curling.
So 2 beautiful draws there from Christy McDonald. Sets up a big score of 2 for her squad. That first shot, putting it right on the corner. Slight tap, but as it turned out, good enough, obviously, because Team Jones really couldn't make the shot they had called. So now Renora Westcott's going to draw one to the top 4 foot. And boy, has she made a living out of just putting rocks in perfect positions to start and end. Can't say enough good things about Renora and her capabilities as a lead. She just makes it look so easy. I can assure you it's not that easy. I've been known to put that same shot in the back 8 foot many a time in my career, but very rarely would you ever see Renora do such a thing, as Sarah Oliver looks to throw a corner guard that seems to be skating a little bit down the center line.
14-9, it's close to in, yeah. 6. What? Beauty.
But it does sit in time. So the corner guard is up, and Team McDonald's going to look to throw a tight center. On sheet A, it was Darcy Robertson playing a tap to try and score 2, and just came up a little short, so it was a score of 1 for Team Robertson. They trail 5-3 without hammer after 6 ends of play.
Still got to curl a bit. You know, we can go here. Okay. Maybe bring it to here just to get a little finish. Finish. We don't want a corner. Yeah. Finish. Okay, you threw good. Sorry, too much ice. I thought we needed more with less weight.
So Renora's guard slips into the rings, which is a better result than throwing a high guard, especially with a 2-point lead. And you'll see Team Jones ignore it and come around their corner guard. Sarah Oliver always on the go, always very busy. Not only is she competing on the World Curling Tour with Team Jones, she also at one point, I believe, was working 3 or 4 jobs.
Yeah, if you can, go, let's bury. Go. You gotta bury. Go. Hard, you gotta bury. Go. Hard.
So being able to balance work commitments and being a top-level curler is always a tough task, but Sarah seems to be doing a good job of it as she makes a perfect draw there to lie second shot behind her corner guard in the 8 foot.
I like that.
I really like that shot too, Christy. Back line, try and make contact with the rock in the rings, but if Lindsay comes up a little bit tight or it curls a little too much, she could rub the corner guard, exposing the rock in the rings, and roll her shooter towards the center line. A great call. I like shots that have multiple plan A, B, and C options that all work out good, because I do not make the plan A shot very often.
Hard! You gotta go hard. Really hard. Okay, we're taking the guard. Roll in. Great shot, Linz.
And Lindsay, with the plan B that essentially is a plan A, because that could not have worked out any better, ticks the guard over and rolls to the 4 foot circle to lie 2.
Like that?
And that's just experience at the skip position from Christy, knowing to bring down the weight. And
goes underneath.
With that, she could afford to rub the guard and roll in. If they were throwing a board weight hit, clipping that much of the guard probably would have sent it out of play, and it would have been replaced because of the 5-rock rule. So that's just good skipping and knowing the tolerance and the appropriate weight for a shot like that.
Whoa! Clean! Clean! Yep! Hard! 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 Watch it.
A great double there from Robin Negavan, answers back with a beautiful shot of her own, and now Team Jones lies too.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. You got it. Hard. Good. Go for the roll. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, 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 roll.
Oh, a great shot there from Lindsay. Two very good shots
Great
this
shot,
end
Lynn.
from Lindsay Workington. She makes the hit and roll over. So while Team Jones remains shot, they will...
Throw up a guard here.
Every time I talk about strategy, the team always seems to change the call on me.
You like the draw? Okay, I like that.
So they're going to stick with the original call, which I also like. They have an opportunity to lie 2 after the shot is made. So if Robin can be somewhere around the tee line, they should be spread out enough and flat enough that there's no run back double.
Hold it out. Hold it out. Okay, line's okay. Yep, yep. Gotta go. Gotta go line. Hard.
This one really curling,
Okay, 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 okay.
and curling so much
fun
that
around.
it over curls.
I should just send the guard, I think.
I'm surprised that took off. It really curled. A little bit light, obviously, but yeah, lots of movement out there, that's for sure. So Lisa Blixhaven playing the short run back. Interesting that they're playing this inside out, but they obviously are comfortable with it. They've played inside out hits quite often tonight, so they know how they'll react.
Yeah, play the roll, Renard. Roll it behind extender. Whoa, 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 Renard. Roll it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great shot.
And playing it inside out like that with the intern allowed for that hit and roll behind the center to be a little bit easier than trying to play the out turn and hitting it low side and rolling your shooter. So definitely the appropriate turn for trying to roll the shooter behind that guard, which they accomplished. Overrolled it actually, so it is exposed on the intern side. But Team McDonald lies 3 with third and skips rocks to come.
Actually, I think I like coming yeah. I threw a couple down this way, and they were, I like a 9 5. Let's do a 9, yeah.
So with Abby throwing third and Caitlin
You guys like this hit? Wait, if we know,
calling the shots for her and then switching rolls at the skip position, the front end has to, it looks like they get Abby's rock ready in the hack, and then I'm assuming they get Caitlin's rock ready in the hack.
She didn't know that.
That's 4 rocks and end that you got to take from the corner to the hack. That's 2 more than most teams, so hopefully they're getting extra compensation for all that hard work.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Curl. 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 Hard. 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 Hard.
So the run double, Abby Ackland.
Yeah, you just need to get a little
great
earlier
shot
on the
there.
curls and we'll make more.
I'm a little worried about where this goes.
They knew the angles perfectly. They knew that it would go back and make contact with the rock
just hitting it like this.
in the 8-foot. So a beautiful call and a great throw.
No,
Good result.
This one is.
Gets the team out of
I
a
kinda like
bit of
hitting it
trouble.
Here, jamming that, and then roll the shooter to here. Okay? No. I don't think I like it, but you want to call a timeout? Okay, timeout.
So the team not sold on this shot, and they're going to go down and talk with Coach Ron Westcott to deliberate. Two options. They could play the shot that Christy suggested, and I believe, I couldn't hear, but I'm assuming the other players talked about maybe the come around. So let's hear what Coach Ron has to say.
And then you roll into here, and like we'll be line 2, and they'll have a center guard. That's all they have. Yeah, you don't like it? Okay. Okay, you want to play this then? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay. Okay, you like that? Okay, you know what? If you like it, I like it, because it's going to curl real good there. Okay, I like it. Yep, that's true. Okay, I like it. Okay. Lise, what do you think? About there?
So Christy originally not sold on the draw, but seemed to come around at the end, and even if she didn't, she gave that positive feedback saying I like it, and is trying to buy into the shot, because it appears the rest of the team seem to like this option. They are up 2, so they could eliminate rocks if they wanted to. My initial thought was to play the draw. You have 2 staggered rocks kind of acting as a center guard right now. I know they are your opponent's stones, and one of them is in the rings, but it's only in by an inch. So if Lisa Blixhaven can make a come around here, they'll be set up in a real nice position to even potentially get a steal.
Stay with it, Kate. If you can go, if you need to go, go, because the line's really good. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Yep. Here goes. Hard. You gotta go hard. 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 Hard.
This one going sideways as well as Renora and Lindsay try and drag it into the 12-foot circle, which they do. Great sweep there. They lie 2. The rocks on this outturn going away are really dying at the end and going sideways. So just something to keep in mind if you're a front end player. Try and stay on these rocks instead of getting off of them.
Or you try this hit and roll off the 4.
But as I was saying, I like that call from Team McDonald. They could have played the shot that Christy had suggested, and it wasn't a bad suggestion, but if you were to ever hit it slightly thicker than you wanted, more times than not, that yellow stone is just going to spill into the rings and would leave Team Jones a hit to lie 2.
I think that's double.
So they see Team McDonald's timeout and say, we want to get in on the action, and they've called a timeout of their own as Coach Howie Restall makes his way down the sheet of ice to impart some words of wisdom on the squad.
Yeah, like this is pretty good. But you have to. Which she might make.
You might make the over hard overroll.
That's what I was thinking. I think I like this double because then if she wraps, then you have the 4. Yeah.
Don't think you have enough of it, to be honest.
But let me see. If you get by here, this is where you're hitting if you get by, which is exactly where you need to. Yeah, so we have room to, it's hard, but it's there. So do you like throwing 9 or do you like kind of 8-5? Okay, no, I was just thinking 8-5. Okay.
So Abby Acklin looking to play the thin double. try and stick her shooter in lie 2. This is a very difficult shot,
Here and it kind of ran. So I don't
but
mind
one that the team feels they need to make at this moment in time. She can't see a whole lot of it, but she can see enough. She can see what she needs to hit. So Abby Acklin trying for the thin double. They're on it early.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Curl! Curl! Ooh.
And grazes it over, clipping it too thinly.
Let's just get
A
it there.
really good effort. Just maybe jumped it a little bit early out of her hand, and it did nothing down the sheet of ice, did not curl up for them. So Christy McDonald with an opportunity to draw around in lie 3 now.
14 and a half?
She has to be careful for where she puts this rock, because Team Jones has 2 options to come off of, 2 rocks, one on either side. So they do need to be cognizant of where they want this rock to end up.
At least it was quiet though. Keep that in mind.
So looking for top 4 or top button, I believe it was the call. Renora Westcott backing off. Here comes that late finish that we were talking about earlier.
Off, off. Okay.
And the rock will end up back 8 foot, so a little bit heavy there from Christy. Again, letting Team Jones off the hook a little bit, as that was a great opportunity to put a rock in a great spot and potentially generate a steal. So Caitlin Jones now looking to put a rock in that very same spot and give herself an opportunity for multiple points. A big shot here though from Caitlin Jones.
Okay, line's a little tight. Hold it out. Yep. Where? Where? Whoa! Yeah, this is running like it's hot. Curl, curl. Go, Sarah. Go, Sarah, go, Sarah, go, Sarah, go, Sarah.
It's
Go,
really
go, go,
curling
go,
now.
Right on it, right on it. That's fine.
Same steam ice.
And that late finish again saves Caitlin there, as it was potentially running a little heavy, and catches some late curl, settles down in the back of the 4-foot for shot rock, but allows Christy McDonald to follow her down and
Good, you know. I mean, as long as we're buried. I mean, if it's
potentially
if it's top
force
button
Team
buried,
Jones
we have to be
here.
buried.
So
That's
she
good.
can't bounce
But
off.
I like the freeze too. So. Okay. So that was a 14. Here it comes. Only if you need it.
So with the late finish here, the line does look really good. The sweepers need to stay on it to ensure that it's all the way to the back one. And they do. A great shot there from Christy McDonald. Vintage.
Okay, good job, you guys. What did you get on that?
Christy Genian days
Okay,
there,
okay.
bringing it way
So
back
14
with a
was pretty much
beautiful
bang on. Okay.
draw
Okay, good.
to the button.
Yep. Can't get it out of there. So they can't get it out of there. They can hit their own out. God, that's a bad call. Holy shit. They could get us 4.
And Abby's kind of, Abby and Caitlin eyeing up a potential in-off to try and score their 2 points. Looks to be about a half to a thick half.
Yeah, it's right here, KJ. Maybe a little thin half, thin half.
They can tell better than I down at that end. Abby says thin half. I'll believe her. So with the lively rocks, and Caitlin can throw a PO weight hit fairly hard, they'll give this one a go. The only question is, does it jam or does it go past the yellow? And she's going to make her way back down. This is a pivotal
You like this?
point in the match, so well worth the discussion.
Like this?
A steal of one here to go down 5-2.
I don't mind taking our one. Same weight.
Wouldn't be the best
got it.
result for Team Jones. I think scoring one is important to keep it within a single point heading into the 8th end. So they've reevaluated, and I think they're now just playing the draw for one. So Caitlin Jones, final stone here in the 7th end. Trails 4-2, looking to cut into that lead with a well-placed draw to the button.
Kate, room. Room. Really holding. Kate, line's good, line's good. Yep. Hard, right to it. Go, go, go.
Line looking good now as it
right to it,
comes
right
up
to
to
it,
the
right
center
it, right
line.
to it. It's okay, Rob, it won't come into play. Nice, KJ.
And a great shot there from Caitlin Jones as she picks up her single point in the 7th end. Trails Chrissy McDonald by a score of 4-3.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together as we get set for the all-important 8th end of play here in the first championship round draw. Team McDonald leads 4-3 with Hammer in the driver's seat, some might say, but still lots of curling left to be played as lead Sarah Oliver gets set to throw a center guard. And that is a perfect position for the center guard. Inside the Geldwin logo, that's kind of where you want to be with how much curl there is on the ice.
Okay, line's good. Okay, try to keep
And I'll keep you updated over on sheet A as Tracy Fleury came up light on her first stone. Darcy Robertson already lying 2 and drawing in to lie a third. Going to put lots of pressure on Team Fleury as they lead that one 5-3 with Hammer.
Okay, that's all right. No worries.
And I mentioned a few ends ago that Renora rarely does that, and she does, rarely, but it does happen every now and then. She slips to the back 8 foot.
Line's good.
So Sarah with the chance to wrap one around her center guard to the top of the 4 foot.
KJ's rock. Girl. Yep. Hard. Go, KJ. Go, go, go. Full 4. Go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And a great shot there by Sarah. Beautiful pair of shots from the lead of Team Caitlin Jones. Sarah, as I mentioned before, a world mixed champion, but also a Manitoba junior women's champion ×2. She's been to the Nationals twice, representing the province of Manitoba.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
and an all-star both times, once at the second position and once at the lead position, I believe, as Renora Westcott looking to play the tick shot.
Roll the shooter, roll the shooter, roll the shooter.
And it's
Right in,
absolutely
right in,
perfect.
right in.
Spills the shooter
Great
into
shot.
the 12-foot for good measure. As the last stone here of the 8th end over on sheet alpha, Kristen McCush and Liz Fife sweeping it. A draw for 2, against 2 for Tracy Fleury trying to score a single point. I think they should put their heads up because it looks, and it's perfect now. Right to the side of the button. Crowd loving that one. Trying to rally behind the #1 seed team Tracy Fleury as they pick up a single point and take a 6-3 lead after 8 ends of play in that one. Tensions are high here at the Carberry Plains Community Center as action ramps up here at the 2022 Manitoba Scotties Tournament of Hearts presented by Bear. Lindsay Workington being asked to peel the center guard. Important this end for Team McDonald not to overcomplicate things and keep that middle portion of the ice open. And a nice throw there.
Hit that yellow.
This end has the makings of being a potential 3-ender for Team McDonald. I know it's early to call it, but if things keep progressing the way they look like they are now, it'll just be a series of guards for Team Ackland and a series of peels for Team McDonald sitting second and third shot. Eventually Team Ackland will have to make a play in the rings. Otherwise, as I suggested, Team McDonald may have a shot for multiple points. So this is really when the point in the game where you got to ask yourself what you want to accomplish. A little bit of scoreboard management will dictate the way this end is played, and now whatever I said can be tossed out the window as that rock from Robin Negevan slides a little deep, leaving a hit and roll for Team McDonald, which, yeah, now she's kind of indicating both shots. She tapped for the double, but also the hit and roll, so maybe just showing which is an acceptable tolerance for the shot, but in my opinion, they should be playing the nose double to lie 3. With Lindsay Workington second of the end. It's starting to curl now. And so I think they were playing the double, obviously, and just over curled by an inch, leaving the Team Jones rock shot in the 8-foot. But lots of red lurking about second, third, and fourth. So kind of nervy times for Team Jones. They're going to go hard because they want to steal or force, and it has the makings, as I said, of potentially being a big end for Team McDonald. With one slight mistake here, Abby Ackland's going to try and freeze the one in the back 8-foot, I believe was the call. So really important that this gets all the way to the back 8-foot. Sweeper's on it to try and drag it all the way back there. And it does, so a good shot there from Abby Ackland. Over curls, but that was the preferred result actually, because Team McDonald, if they tried the double now, it would jam on that one back 8-foot. So the over curl was definitely acceptable. As Lisa Blixhaven attempts to play a hit and roll under center.
KJ. Oh.
This one will roll and roll a little bit too far, so leaving Team Jones shot rock.
Do you like hitting this? Well, I don't
But again, lots of red around the outer circles. So Team Jones flirting with fire right now.
Nose isn't really great. Nose at all. They have a double. Yeah. You like this? We're one. Yeah. No, but if we nose, they have an easy double. Good, but I still think if you don't roll at all. Yeah, you have to. Well, let's play hard for the roll then. Let's throw a 10 and roll behind the guard. Okay. I think we need to roll behind the yellow.
So Team Jones is going to play a takeout now instead of the
roll
draw.
Behind the yellow then.
And I think they're at the point in the end where they do need to eliminate one of those red rocks. There's just too many around. If they drew around, say to the top 4 foot, then Christy McDonald has a rock in the top 12 foot right now. You couldn't see it with the graphic, but it would leave her about a 4 foot run back, potentially double if she clipped the rock in the back 8 foot to lie, potentially 5. This rock really curling as it rolls to the 12 foot and actually stays for third shot. So not terrible that it stayed for third shot. And I really like this call here. This is, again, really impressed with the game that Christy McDonald calls. She's savvy. Definitely this shot here is a smart one. Split your rock top 12 foot, open up the one shot rock in the back 8 foot, and potentially bring those ones into count. As this one seems to be curling.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep, now, hard! 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 Split them up! Split them up! Split them! Split them! Hard, 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 hard! Okay, just a little down. It's okay, good throw.
A good shot there from Lisa. You heard Christy indicate that she was maybe slightly down from what they called. Not too far off from the weight in line, if I'm being honest with you there. She gets third shot, forcing Caitlin to play the hit. And that one spins back, bites, and spins and lies 2. A really good shot there from Caitlin. And now it's going to force Christy to have to draw around and abandon the opportunity to try and make those outside ones count. Really good results on the last few from Team Jones there. It was looking a little bit dicey with all the extra Team McDonald rocks lurking on the perimeter, but some great hit and rolls and a slight miss there from Lisa as she didn't split those far enough. And we're going to see Christy change gears and try and draw into the top 4 foot. This one, again, lots of late finish here, and
sorry, guys.
Just seem to be losing them late.
Sorry, you guys. I thought I had lots there. What was it?
Of all the draws that I've broadcast this week, this one in particular, we're seeing lots of late movement and maybe the speed for the first time this week sort of coming down as the rocks come to rest.
Hey, line
something
should
that
be fine. Where's weight?
the teams are a little bit fooled with.
Kate, go if you can, Rob. Rob, yep.
This looks
Go, Rob.
really
go,
good.
Just, Rob. Go, just, go, 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 go. Whoa. That's good. Nice, KJ.
Good shot there from Caitlin Jones. She's had her draw weight today, and she plants that one on the top of the Scotties hearts.
14-4, something close.
So Christy McDonald under a little bit of pressure here. Facing 3 with her last, a 1-point lead. She's going to try and draw down to the face of this rock. If she taps it and scores 1, she's happy. But if she ends up in the 4-foot circle and gives up a steal of 1, I think facing 3, she's okay with that as well. So my projection of Team McDonald potentially scoring multiple points this end did not pan out, so I will refrain from making any predictions before at least third stones from now on. Sweepers are on this one, trying to get it by the top rock. They do. Do they have enough weight to tap it? A great shot from Christy McDonald. Doesn't quite tap it far enough, but limits the damage to only a steal of 1. Great sweep from the front end. And we are all tied up playing the 9th end when we return.
Good job. Oh, they did? Yeah. Oh, shit.
A replay, wow. Thanks to the production crew, look at that, folks. We got a replay. Steal of 1, great shot. And a great game so far.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
And we are back, 9th end. Coming down to the final 2 ends, all tied up. Couldn't ask for much more in this exciting draw 1 action of the championship round. It is draw 11 of the event as a whole, but the first draw of the championship round. We have 2 more draws tomorrow at 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and that will decide our top 3 finishers. Number 1 goes directly to the final. 2 and 3 will play off in a semifinal. So every game from now on out is crucial and critical. A great last draw there from Caitlin, and just as good from Christy to limit the damage to a steal of 1. So we're going to see Team Jones go hard for the force, potentially even get a steal, and Team McDonald's going to try their darndest to blank this end or a soft score of 2 perhaps. Sarah Oliver being asked to play the freeze. And over on sheet A, Darcy Robertson made a brilliant tap back on her first stone, and it looks like she's lying 2. So Tracy Fleury has a freeze, I believe, to the face of Darcy's rock in the top 4-foot to limit the damage and give Darcy a free draw for 2 points. So potentially a big swing over there if Tracy fails to make this shot. It could be a score of 3 to tie things up over on sheet A. As Tracy goes to deliver. A great freeze there from Sarah Oliver. And this tick shot has some curling to do. It won't get there. And she'll tick her own rock in the back 4-foot. Tracy Fleury makes no mistake with the freeze. Gets second shot, leaving Darcy a draw to the side of the 4-foot for 2 points. That was a nervy shot there from Tracy, but she's managed to make many and many of those in her playing days. So Robin looking to follow down the rock that Sarah threw, or perhaps throw a guard, it appears. This one's gonna end up in probably the worst spot possible, unfortunately. Lindsay's gonna be able to make the double peel. I don't think it'll drag enough to clip the one in the rings. But the double peel is good enough for Team McDonald, as this one is curling early and they really want to hit this on the high side. Renora Westcott hard on the brush. She does and just grazes the one in the rings, kicking it over to the side of the forefoot. And I was so enamored with that shot there by Lindsay that I missed what happened over on the sheet next to us. So I will update as soon as I see the score go up.
Whoa! Clean! Whoa! Clean, clean, yep! Yep! Hard! Ooh.
And with that rolling underneath the other yellow, a nose hit will make a double and probably mean this end will be looking like a blank. So another big double here for Lindsay Workington. Made the first double peel. See if she can make the nose double now.
Clean. Clean, yep. Whoa. Close, yep. Whoa. Whoa, close. Renora, finish. Good throw, Linz.
So she'll jam, but roll the shooter over in front of the yellow, somewhat in front of the yellow, and force Abby Ackland to play a bit of a difficult hit and roll. And it was a single point for Darcy Robertson. She missed her last stone. So it's a 6-4 lead for Team Tracy Fleury in the last end. This just seems like a lot of weight for this shot. Yeah. Again, Sarah trying to sweep that to spin back. It won't. Probably a little bit too much weight to try and hit half a rock and roll over. So now another opportunity for Lisa Blixhaven to play an open hit, and a blank end here for Team McDonald is huge, so they really want to make sure that they focus on these last 4 rocks and not make any mistakes, any silly mistakes that would allow Team Jones to set up for the force again.
Clean it. Very nice, Lise. That a girl. Great weight, 9-8. Very nice. Great shot, Linz. Yeah.
Well then. Whoa! Whoa!
So they exchange open hits, and it remains one Team Jones stone in the rings.
Yeah, just a hair up.
For those of you in the Carberry and surrounding areas, make your way down to the patch tonight, as Nothing But Trouble is set to perform. Not entirely sure of their set list or even what type of music they play, but I can get behind a band named Nothing But Trouble. And almost an unforced error there from Team McDonald as that one jammed at the back. I can't tell from our camera angle whether that's in the rings or not. But if it is, that would be an unfortunate result, so.
Whoa, curl! No, close, close, close. Curl, curl, curl. Curl, curl, curl. Watch the roll. Little flop. That's good.
It looks like Christie's playing the hit.
Straight peel, straight peel. Straight peel, yep, 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 yep. Right out, Lise, hard, 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 hard.
Oh boy. Yeah, if we could pan that camera down. So there was a rock at the back of the rings.
Sorry.
And unfortunately, Christy McDonald jammed on it, leaving a Team Jones counter at the back of the 12-foot. So now Team Caitlin Jones with a chance to force here out of nowhere, kind of. As long as she can hit and stick. So this is an important shot here.
Kate, I can't hear you.
And that, again, that's what I find kind of strange with this Team Jones is that Caitlin throws the last rock, but really has no input on what shot or what ice she's throwing. She was kind of yelling from the hack at Abby there about what they wanted to play. Would have been nice to see her down there talking with Abby. This is a big shot here.
Clean, 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 nice. Nice throw, nice.
Turns out they didn't need to talk about it because she just made the hit and stick anyway. Great shot.
Nice.
So Christy McDonald is gonna play the draw to the 8-foot, facing 2. This shows confidence that in the skip here. Christy is feeling confident with her draw weight. I might be inclined to play the hit on this shot. Not because I would be afraid to draw the 8-foot, but because you could have 2 results with one here. If you hit and rolled out, you're 1 down with coming home. And if you hit and stick, you're 1 up without. So either way, it would be an okay result for your team. Whereas this one, if Christy fails to hit the 12-foot, which I'm sure she won't, it could potentially result in a steal of 2. So she'll have to focus here and make sure this one ends up in the 8-foot circle.
Take a look.
It looks quite good. Sweepers are giving it a light dusting now as it comes to rest in the top of the 4-foot. A great draw there from Christy McDonald. 1 point and a 5-4 lead heading into the final end.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and you know, even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, you know, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
We are back with the 10th end of play here from the 2022 Manitoba Scotties Tournament of Hearts presented by Bayer. Team Christy McDonald with a 5-4 lead over Caitlin Jones, but Caitlin Jones with the ever-important hammer coming home. And a real battle of two teams who have really impressed this week and have been some of the front runners for sure, based on what I've seen the last two and a half days. Both teams come into this game with a 4-1 record, and one's going to end up with a 5-1 record, obviously, the other a 4-2 record. But both playing some superb curling right now. As that guard, I believe was the call, slips into the top 8 foot. You'll see Team Jones ignore it and throw a corner guard as they try and get 2 to win the game outright here in the 10th end.
Hold it out, Rob. Yep, keep it going. Tight as in a goal. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Go, 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 go. Good.
And over on sheet A, Team Fleury is just sort of peeling out as Selena Negavan makes a nice peel, and there's one Team Robertson counter in the top of the 12 foot and not much else in play, a corner guard as Darcy goes to throw her first.
Okay. You don't want to overcurl now. Easy now. Easy, 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 easy. Want to be right here. Right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice shot, Renora. Atta girl. Very nice. Good sweep, guys.
Perfectly placed guard there from Renora. And this is an interesting call from Abby Ackland, the skip of Team Jones, or the shot caller, whatever you want to call her. They're playing a tick shot, trying to roll the shooter behind their corner guard and expose the rock that is shot in the top of the 8 foot. I like this call. It's a smart call, but unfortunately this rock is curling.
Hard, hard, hard. Roll it, roll it. That's fine.
Sneaky. She's going to kind of make it the other way. Now they have 2 corners up and 2 Team McDonald rocks that aren't in particularly great spots for the McDonald team.
Line's nice. Right here. No, it'll come up. Lines are going to be okay. Not too tight.
So Lindsay looking to replace the guard.
Easy. Whoa, whoa. Slow down, baby. Nice shot. That's good.
And she'll do just that. Maybe a little bit tighter than they had hoped, but
Double.
does the trick.
Like that. Got her, you have this double. This one. Okay, go 9.
Tracy Fleury over on sheet A throwing a double to win the game on her first one here. It's really curling though. Maybe even was just throwing a hit and roll with the weight that she had there, and she hits it on the nose. So Darcy's gonna have a chance to lie 2 around a corner guard and force Tracy to draw full 8 foot for the win. As Robin Negavan trying a run back. Yep, that will play. A brilliant shot there from Robin. Not only makes the double, but rolls her shooter away. And if you're Team Jones, you're licking your chops right now. It's a really nice setup. They got 3 corner guards, nothing down the center, and only 1 Team McDonald rock in the top 12 foot.
Okay. Right here. Right here. Okay. Yep. Split center. Split center. Split across center. We want to cross center a little bit. Like right here. Looks good. Looks really good. Okay, easy now, easy now, easy now. Very nice. Great shot, Linz.
Good spot there on the guard from Lindsay Workington. And Abby is going to go on the offensive and try and draw around to the top forefoot.
Your line's good. Yeah, little. Yeah, little. Yeah. Line's good. Wait only. Wait only. Okay, can't be back. Cannot be back. No, cannot be back. Don't touch it then. Don't touch it then. Good, Rob.
Perfect spot there from Robin, and the crowd gives that a round of applause. As she lands that in the top of the forefoot. She definitely could not be deep there, as it would have given Team McDonald an opportunity to freeze down to it and be shot rock. Now if Team McDonald makes the freeze, they will not be shot rock. However, it will shrink the scoring area. As over on sheet A, Darcy Robertson's last draw doesn't quite curl up enough, and so it appears to be wide open for Tracy Fleury. Contact for the win, and that would be a big win for the #1 seed out of the East St. Paul, as they would improve to 4-2 if this one can be made. Tracy kicking out. And they're cleaning that one in there.
Okay, tough one, tough one.
And a big win for Team Fleury to stay in the hunt, as they improve to 4-2, dropping Team Robertson, more importantly, down to 4-2 as well. Back on our sheet there, a little bit heavy from Lisa.
You like this, Howie?
So the team will call a timeout, and Howie Restall imparting some wisdom.
I just think she's still always doing that corner freeze, so I'd rather take it away now. I would. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to be second.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
even if we're showing a piece that the one I'm throwing isn't going anywhere. And then we would have something for 2.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Talk about the next couple of shots.
So I kind of like the point.
I like this. She peels, you throw up another one. If she draws, you try and go for it.
No, I might turn around. Then she's probably going to feel. I think I'd rather be a bit closer to the guard.
Yeah. I agree. I would just like to be second, if we can be. I think so, yeah.
And then at least you like kind of leave room if you ever have to
Okay.
play that.
So Team Jones electing to try and come around on top of their own shot rock. They have to be careful that they don't stagger these, that there's no angle, because with how much curl there is, you could see Team McDonald. Yeah, I know it's top forefoot, so it sounds crazy, but you could see Team McDonald wrap around it and freeze their one back forefoot, and it would be very difficult for Team Jones to remove. So this needs to be in a good spot. As Abby Acklin delivering her first stone of this 10th end.
Can't be back, easy. Whoa, can't be back. Yeah! Hard! Hard!
Sweepers pick it up now. And exactly as I feared, very close to the intended shot from Abby,
Okay, you get right to here, we're shot.
but ends up somewhat staggering those two rocks, and
Giving you just a little more
now
ice.
Lisa has essentially the same draw she threw on her first to draw down to her back one and lie shot stone. A big shot here. I mean, every shot at this stage in the game is a big one, but if Lisa can put this in a good position, it'll really increase her team's chances of at worst forcing Team Jones here and going to an extra end with the hammer.
Line's good. Go, go, go. It's got a curl. We got a curl. Line's getting better. Line's getting better. You got it. Go, go, go.
They're going hard for everything right now.
Right here. Right here. Full button. Hard. 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 Great sweep. Good shot, Lee.
And a great shot right to the top of the button, the top of the Scotties' hearts. A beautiful shot there from Lisa Blixhaven. Ideally, she would have liked to be back about 2 feet, frozen onto the rock back forefoot, but nevertheless, a great shot and a great sweep by the front end as they were on that most of the way down.
I like 10 then, yep. It's pretty thin. I
So-
don't know if we're keeping our shooter anyway. Do you like 9 or 10? I like 9 too. I don't think we're keeping her. She said she wants to keep her shooter, but we're not keeping it. Still like that ice though.
Interesting rationale here from Abby and the team. They're going to throw a 9-second hit, which I believe they indicated is their normal weight, just to pick this one out. So they know what Christy's going to do. She's going to play the exact same shot. And I guess they're just going to say, try and make it. This one's got to curl up first, though. And it does, so she picks that one off across the top of the back red.
It's not that much up. Just runs there. Yeah. I think
They may have thought they could see enough of that to clip the back red. Yeah, if she curled a little bit more, she probably could have clipped that red, so I believe that was their call. So in that case, I don't disagree with a 9-second hit weight. But as it stands, Christy McDonald's going to have the same shot as Lisa had to try and draw down to the rock back forefoot and lie shot rock.
Gave it a little push.
Looks hot out of her hand right now. Sweepers have not laid a broom to it, and this thing is humming.
No. Sorry, you guys.
That is an unfortunate miss there from Christy McDonald, who has played so well all game, especially with her draw weight.
I felt like I kicked out quiet, and then
As long as you bury the inside.
As she explains to her front end there, she felt like she was sliding out a little bit slow, so she added, and a bit too much of an add. So Caitlin Jones now with the opportunity to lie two. She puts this one in the full forefoot. There's not a whole lot that Christy McDonald can do.
The line's good. Where? Right here.
This one a little bit warm as well. A bit better line though. So they may be able to clip the back one. Sarah trying to get this one to curl over. And another miss there from the skip, Caitlin Jones.
13-4.
You can see Sarah Oliver working it hard to try and get it over, try and salvage something. It just doesn't get over enough.
Still looking good.
So an unfortunate couple of misses there in a game that's been so well played. Maybe a little bit of tension, a little bit of pressure got the better of those two throws, but I'm going to assume these next two are going to be picture perfect, as they now know what they need to do to correct from the mistake of the first one. So Christy McDonald here trying to draw down to her back one for shot rock. Her last stone of this 10th end with a 5-4 lead.
Yep. Room. Gotta curl a bit. Gotta curl a lot. Here goes.
The weight on this one looking a lot better. Still needs to curl though. And will come down. I'm not sure who is shot. It could just be an open draw for 2 for the win, or they may need to move that stone back an inch. Very close there from Christy McDonald. Just didn't quite get the line right. So a huge moment here for Caitlin Jones.
Need to touch it.
Again, they're yelling down the ice about what needs to be done instead of talking about it in the rings. But here comes Caitlin Jones, her final stone here in the 10th end. Needs to move the red rock back by an inch to score 2 and win this game.
Line's pretty tight. Line's really tight. Hold. Whoa. Yep. Hard, Sarah. Close, Rom. No, Sarah.
Sarah going hard to try and curl this one over. Needs it to come up to nose.
Go. Nice.
And a great shot there from Caitlin Jones as she scores 2 points in the last end to win 6-5. She improves her record to 5-1 as Christy McDonald drops to 4-2. Thank you for joining us in the first draw of the championship round. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. local.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Scotties Women's Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curling in the small town part of Manitoba is really big in the winter. It's something for the community to do, and it really brings the community together. We can hold annual events like our Bonspiels and our weekly nights. It's really something to do for everyone in the community. You can do it from any age.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Not Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services. Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
And And the locker room celebrations are already underway, and they're going to be all night long. Here's a team who struggled early on.
Be a player. Bet with Manitoba Sportsbook. Play now sports.
Eat. Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
Half a century and 20 stores after they opened their first store, McMunn & Yates is still in your neighborhood. Getting involved, supporting consumer and contractor alike. A community building, helping build communities. McMunn & Yates, make it better.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.